and fucking loved it. They saved the franchise.
How did you feel? This is the biggest part. I have to argue this all the time with everybody I talk to this about.
About Jurassic World?
Yep.
Okay.
This girl, the redhead.
Yes.
She runs around the entire movie in her skirt and high heels.
Yes.
She runs through the jungle in high heels.
Right.
I call bullshit.
Okay.
And then I say, but that's that character. That character would run through the jungle in high heels.
People are really upset about this?
Yeah, because they're like, that's so unrealistic. She would never do that. I'm like, but she would. Like, you wouldn't.
Right.
You, the person telling me that. But this girl would. And I think the actress did it because that was part of the character's flaw. She was so
self-involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had to be so put together and prove to the world how professional and great she was.
Put together, yeah.
Yeah, that she would run through the jungle in high heels. Now, it probably sucked, but...
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good choice to leave her in the high heels the whole movie.
Well, yeah, and it's not like they were like looking at her feet the whole time she was running, but I mean, yeah, it would suck. But I mean, like, what did whoever's? I don't even want to know. I don't want to talk to the person that has. This is the problem that I have with Jurassic World. But what did they want her to do? Like, show her, like, like right before she took off her shirt and tied it around her waist.
Yeah.
And Chris Pratt was like, what is that? And she's like, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Did you want her to take off her heel and snap the heel off
Well,
and then put the shoe
do you
back
remember
on?
the movie Romancing the Stone?
I do not.
Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas?
Oh.
Well,
I know who they are.
They're running through the jungle in this movie.
Okay.
And the first thing he does is say, give me your shoes.
Okay.
And she does, and he takes his machete and chops the heels off of them.
Sure.
Which, that would have been a clever way, but it's already been done in a
Right.
very famous movie, so...
Right. And that sounds like a dumb thing. I've even gone as far as to try and do the Chris Pratt facial hair from that movie. With the
is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm working on, man. I'm trying to. I don't have his face. Like, his face is way, like, he's got the jawline of like a lion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the movie was fantastic. I thought it was awesome. Like, every character I loved. Even the bratty little teenage boy. God, that kid pissed me off from the moment I saw him, and then he kind of came around.
You know that I still have a problem with the special effects. That it's still, I can still tell that I'm watching cartoons when they do it. When there's that, like, the scene where the dinosaurs are all fighting, and they're
mean the Ablodoma Rex and then the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Raptor at the end?
Yeah, and there's all these other, like, there's the pterodactyls that are swooping in. And,
I got you.
And the camera moves around so fast and zips around, and these things are swooping in and flying.
Right.
And they still don't look real to me. I'm still, they look so fake that I'm still, as I'm watching, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm watching a movie. Like, because I'm sucked into it. I'm watching the story. I'm like, okay, I'm believing this. I'm believing it.
Right.
And then the visual effects happen. And I'm like, oh, that's right. This is just a movie. Like, it wakes me up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Out of that suspension of belief.
See, I didn't get that effect. I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I didn't get that effect with Jurassic Park. Probably mostly because the camera is shifting back and forth so fast.
Yeah.
That I guess I mean, you're the graphic designer. Maybe I just didn't pick up on that.
That's what I have a problem with, like Transformers even.
Oh.
That movie with the battle scene at the end, everything's moving around so fast and things are just crashing around. That you really, I don't feel like I'm seeing the battle. I'm seeing debris fly everywhere.
Well, isn't that Michael Bay though?
I guess.
That's probably more Michael Bay being like, yeah, explosions, man, more explosions.
Well, I need more explosions.
But even if Bumblebee and Optimus Prime are having coffee, like just sitting there sipping on coffee, I'd be like, these are the fakest looking fucking things I've ever seen. I mean, of course they should be because. God, can you imagine the money it would involve to actually make those things look like cars?
Well, like
real?
In Jurassic World, there's a part where they come upon a dying dinosaur. That's hard to say,
right?
And
it's dying.
They used a puppet for that part. Like,
they
actually had this thing that actors could touch,
right?
Which I thought was smart.
You mean the one that was dying, right?
Yeah,
the Brontosaurus.
It's just laying there like. And they come up and they're like petting it.
And then it dies.
Yeah.
And then they look over the crest, and then you see all the CGI with all the other ones that were dead.
Right.
And they found out that the what is it called?
It's killing for sport.
He didn't eat him.
He didn't even want to eat him.
But he had a couple of corny lines in that movie.
Yeah.
That I really wish he would have. But that scene, I swear to God, like man crush #1 right now, Chris Pratt,
Yeah.
is because that scene when she showed up and she was like, "We need you to come take a look at this cage," and he's like, "Huh, all right."
Yeah.
And it just their chemistry on that scene was great. He was like, "They want to hunt, they want to eat, they want to."
Yeah. Bang.
You have to know what at least one of those feels like, right? He was just so smooth, and his outfit was cool.
So that's funny. You have a crush on him, and I have a crush on his wife, Anna Faris.
Anna Faris. Now, is that the blonde girl?
Yeah. If
Okay,
you and
from
I
all the
were
scary movies.
If we were to have them on the show, I would you'd
Oh.
be sitting there like, so tell me more, Chris Pratt.
I'd be sitting on Chris's lap, being like, "So, Chris, let me ask you this: really, how long did it take you to get into this good a shape? Let me feel those arms. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Jesus!" And you'd be over there making out with Anna.
Yeah.
Anna Faris.
So Anna, tell me more about
Anything.
Anything.
Tell me more about this perfume you're wearing. Oh, it's delightful. But yeah, I thought it was a great movie. I'm glad that you saw it. So we
Yeah.
So out of everything that anybody could bitch about, they're bitching about the heels.
That's what I hear.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's so ridiculous.
But
I thought it was a great movie. You guys should check it out. Yeah, this segment is brought to you by Jurassic World. All right, man. Any other movies that you got that you can recommend to the folks?
just saw the Bond movie. It's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it was
that's
pretty
right.
good. Are you a Bond fan?
I am not.
No.
Never have been. Don't think I ever will be.
Well,
until Chris Pratt becomes James Bond.
You would
Then I
hate
probably
this
will.
one then, because it is very James Bondy. I mean, it's like
You know,
reminiscent of the old ones.
I can't say that I don't like James Bond. Like when you say James Bondy, like so is Jason Bourne. I mean, like the Bourne identity it's the whole same concept, right? This one super agent that is just like out to set the world straight and
Yeah, but the James Bond one's a lot more lighthearted though. There's going to be some corny jokes and some cool gadgets that are just there for the that was cool.
Okay.
Where Bourne
All
is
right.
more like he's just this killer and he's very dark,
and mysterious.
Yeah.
Because he not even he knows who
and
it
it's
is.
scary. What's going to happen next? Whereas Bond's like, he's going to get out of this.
Okay.
He's James Bond,
Well, yeah, but you always kind of know that Jason Bourne is.
I guess.
I don't know, but I've never watched a Bond movie.
Yeah.
I've only seen parts of them,
Now in Bond though,
and I haven't seen Daniel Craig.
it's inevitable. He's going to bang every girl that he hangs out with.
Sure.
And they're probably all going to end up dead. Every girl that he has sex with.
Oh, they're gonna end up dead.
Yeah, James Bond uses women, and then they end up getting murdered
Oh, that's too bad.
because they're involved with him now, or something.
Oh, well, that okay.
Yeah,
Well, that sucks.
it's life, baby.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Sean Connery, I've never been a fan of.
Okay,
And that new guy, or not the new guy, but the guy that played Bond after him.
Roger
that one-
Moore.
Yeah, that guy that kind of had the weird eyes. His eyes were they were almost diagonal, or not diagonal.
Pierce Brosnan.
No, not Pierce.
Okay.
Pierce was before Daniel, right?
Yeah,
So it was
Right
Craig,
before.
Pierce, and then this other dude, and then there was Sean Connery. He had really
well, there
big,
was Timothy
bushy-
Dalton.
Maybe that's
He
it.
was in the 80s, and then Roger Moore was before him in the 70s,
Okay.
and then
It
Sean
had
Connery.
had to have been the 80s. Had to have been whoever Roger Daltrey. You said
Daltrey.
Daltrey.
Or Roger Daltrey. No, the singer from The Who. Timothy Dalton.
Timothy Dalton. Hey, he was a talented guy, man. There was no telling what he could do. Be a super agent while singing for the Who.
In service of the Queen.
Yeah, are they all British? Is that James Bond? Is he British?
It's part of the the MI5. Not Mission Impossible 5, but
Thank God.
so they're called the 007 or the double O's. And
Okay.
there's only 9 of them. And they all have a license to kill.
Oh.
And so they can go around doing all this espionage. They don't have to live to the rules of, like, our CIA. They're beyond CIA. They can do whatever they want.
But are they Americans?
No, they're all British.
Oh, okay, so they're all
But
British.
Sean Connery is Scottish in
That's
real
right.
in real life. That's of course.
I'll take this role and I'll knock it out
Yeah.
of the ballpark.
It was a big deal when it was announced, like, he's gonna do, because Bond was this beloved book,
Right.
this fictional character, and they're like, a Scottish guy, a Scotsman's gonna play Bond? Are you nuts? And then it comes out and everyone loved it.
Right. Octopussy.
Yes. So we meet again, Octopussy.
We should do a whole show in that character. Or no, you could be Sean Connery, I'll be Mark Wahlberg. We'll just back and forth. The two of them need to do a movie, by the way. Oh, and Mark has got a movie coming out that I'm actually looking forward to.
Okay.
It's with Will Ferrell, and I hated what was it? What was the movie with the two of them? Like Hard Knocks or something,
Yeah.
where they were both
something like that.
cops and whatever. This one actually looks good. Is that Will Ferrell starts dating this lady who has 2 kids, and their real dad is coming home for Christmas, and he shows up at the airport. And Mark walks off the airplane looking like Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. My name's Daniel." And he's like, he just walks right by him. He looks at him and walks right by him. And the whole thing is just set over like this 2-week period of who's the cooler dad and Will Ferrell. You know, yeah. I think it looks good.
Yeah. All right.
I think it looks good. I can't remember what it's called, but I think it was called Stepdad or something like that. But looking forward to that. So.
Not to be confused with Step Brothers.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be like the same type of cover.
Yeah.
With the shitty sweaters. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. We are, again, brought to you by TomSlayton.com, SLATIN.com. Same time next week.
All right.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you later.
Don't tell your mother, kiss one another, die for each other. We're cool for the summer.